So all my running prep is now done. Last run was done yesterday, so I can't do any more on that side of things. Hopefully the hard work which I've put in over the last month and the running sort of the end of last year will have put me in good stead and prepped me well for Saturday and the race. So all that's left now is 2 days of relaxing, not doing too much. Doing my last minute race preparation, so I've just got to get all my kit sorted out, sort out some nutrition to take with me, which I'm going to carry with me, and just check in the last minute sort of, let's see if there's any changes via the race organisers by logging onto the website, just to see if there's any route changes or any updates, and checking the weather just to see what that's going to be like, because that can alter what you're going to wear, what you're going to carry with you. And that's about it really. So last minute prep going in, and I'm looking forward to race day. So let's get that preparation done so I'm all ready, because the last thing you want to do is reach Friday evening and think, oh my goodness, I've not got this or I've not got that and I've not checked that. It just kind of adds panic to what can already be a quite stressful situation. If you're taking on a new race and exciting stuff, the last thing you want to be doing is worrying about stuff which you've not prepared. Get that all sorted nice and early on, and then you can sit back and relax during that evening before. Hopefully a good night's sleep. I'm rubbish at sleeping the night before a race. And then all the race prep's done, and then into the car and off to the Pilgrim Challenge. I can't wait. So it's just gone midday, just cooking myself up some lunch and starting the whole carb loading process. Just getting some pasta on board. So we're Thursday now, like I said. But I just want to get loads of good food inside me, so that basically you're storing up the energy ready for race day. You don't want to kind of fall short on that side of things, so getting loads of good food into me, making it all fresh. So I'm going to do a sort of tomato pasta with black olives, red onion, garlic, and some other bits and pieces thrown in as well. So I'm going to get cooking.
On the evergreens, and they cover all the streets. Sing along as we run through all of these white hills, oh so deep.
So I'm just cleaning out the bladder from my hydration pack. Now there's probably a lot better way to do it, but the way I always do it is stick it into a sink of hot soapy water, get all the hot soapy water into the bladder and into all the tubes, let it soak there for a good little while, and then flush the hot soapy water through it a couple of times, and then a sink of really nice clean cold water just to get all the soap out of it, ready for whatever you're going to put in into your bladder for your race day or for your training runs. So for me it's going to be some electrolytes, just so I get some good salts into my system throughout the race, just to stop any cramps and stuff which I've suffered with before. So I'm always conscious to get those electrolytes on board before the race and also during the race. So that's what goes into my hydration pack. Right, got this bad boy to keep cleaning now.
Passing by the cars, we wave hello. The wind won't slow us down, so here we go. Hey winter, it's nice to see you again, with all my friends around me. Hey winter, it never feels too cold, with all my friends around me.
So just one day to go and race day tomorrow. As you can see, just check the weather and it is looking pretty horrendous. Lots of rain, going to be pretty chilly, but hey, it's February, so that was always a possibility. And to be fair, I've done some pretty tough training runs in snow, wind, cold conditions, so I'm kind of prepared. Although lots of people have said the North Downs Way is a complete mudfest at the moment, so there's going to be a lot of mud, which is going to make conditions tough, and it's going to be hard on the legs. But hey, that's kind of the challenge that I've signed up for. So that's all part of it, all part of the challenge, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it tomorrow. Last few couple of preparations I need to do today. Just got to get a few bits of nutrition, which I wasn't able to pick up yesterday, and just sort my kit out, and then all done. So yeah, final preparations. So I need to get them sorted this morning. So I have spent most of today eating, it feels like. But all important calories I'm getting on board to fuel me through tomorrow's race. So just had a bit of an update from the event organisers because the weather's going to be pretty rubbish tomorrow. They've added waterproofs and a warm hat to the mandatory race gear. There wasn't much to it. Before that, you had to carry 500 millilitre of water and a charged up mobile phone, but they've just added the waterproofs and woolly hat because it's going to be cold and wet tomorrow. So I'm just getting my kit ready. So I've got all that sorted, all bagged up and all laid out, so I can just roll out of bed tomorrow, chuck that on and hit the road and get down there to the start. So I'm still undecided what I'm going to wear, to be fair. So there's a few options and combinations which I'm going to sort out. So on the cold training runs that I've done, I've worn quite a thick jacket, which I normally get too hot in and it irritates me. But on that really cold long run I did, it was fine and it kept me nice and snug. So I'm in an R about whether to wear that tomorrow. So I think I'm going to take it with me once I get down there and out of the car, kind of judge it and hopefully make the right decision when I get down there. So sort my kit out. I'll share that with you in a minute once I've got it all out. And that's pretty much all done, apart from sitting back, chilling and relaxing for the rest of the evening. So let's get that kit sorted out.
On the evergreens and they cover all the streets.
So I've got my kit all sorted now. The old lay it out on the floor for a pre-race pic for social media is kind of a bit of a ritual to do nowadays. Well, for me it is anyway. So I've got all that done. I'll quickly run through what I'm wearing. I don't know if it's any interest, but I'll run through it anyway. So starting with the bottom. Wait, what? So trail shoes for tomorrow. I'm wearing the Hoka One One Speedgoat 2. They're still a bit dirty from my previous run, but I wiped them down so my wife would allow them inside the house. So that's what I'm wearing on my feet. Socks. I always think it's really important to look after your feet, and I always wear now, I kind of stumbled across these last year, Smart Wool socks, really thick, and I wouldn't wear anything else on a race now. Yeah, so those are on my feet. Next up is shorts. So I'm just wearing nice bright red ones. These are Asics, and they have like an internal kind of almost cycling shorts inside. I've worn these on loads of races and really like them, so I'm wearing that. Now, not sure what to wear on the top. So as I said before, I've got a really warm jacket, which is a nice Asics one, but it's really thick. However, if it's going to be freezing cold, it might be a good option. If I don't wear that, then I'm going to wear long sleeve Tribe Sport top with possibly a shorter Tribe Sport compression top underneath it. So maybe the two together might be enough. I'm just gonna have to judge it tomorrow. On the day, I've got my hydration pack, which is an Ultimate Direction one. I've wore this for all my ultras so far, really good. I wear it with the bladder in the back rather than the bottles at the front. I can't seem to get on with having the bottles at the front. I prefer to carry it with the weight in the back rather than the front. So that's how I do it. And it's got loads of little dump pockets for gels, flapjacks, rubbish, mobile phone, and bits and pieces that you want to carry along the way. So that's my hydration vest. As I mentioned before, you've got to have a warm hat. I love this one, runner one, nice and warm with a bubble. I love bubble hats, I don't know why. I'm a hat person because I've got no hair, so even more important I have something warm to keep my head warm. A buff, so I probably wear this around my neck if it gets really cold, or you can switch it to your wrist, wipe the rain off your forehead or out of your eyes or the sweat. Always have one of these. It's a red squirrel running company one. I've had this for ages. It's almost like a bit of a good luck charm. I wear this on most of my races. Hands, I hate it when my hands get cold, so I always wear gloves. So I've got some gloves. They're really thin, but they're kind of made of the wicking material, so if it rains they don't get really heavy and soak up all the water. So those. Waterproof jacket, so if I don't wear my heavier jacket then I've got to carry this anyway as part of the mandatory gear. So really lightweight, breathable, waterproof jacket, which if I'm not wearing it I can shove in to my hydration pack. It's not very heavy, and you can just shove it in wherever really, and then pull it out if needed, and I've got to carry it anyway. Even if I don't wear it, I've got to carry it. So I've got that. And nutrition wise, in my training runs you will have seen I've been eating the SIS like flapjacks, and I probably stop every 6 miles and take one of these on board. Tomorrow there's 4 pit stops along the way, so I know they're going to supply food en route, but it's always nice. It's almost kind of it's nice feeling to be self-sufficient. So for whatever reason you suddenly get a bit of dip and think, I need to get some calories on board, or I'm starting to feel hungry now, you're pretty self-sufficient rather than having to rely on, it's another 4 miles until the next pit stop. So I'm going to carry 4 of these. So I've got mixture of flavours, banana fudge, yummy, and chocolate fudge as well. So 2 of each of those. I've got a gel, and this is berry flavour, and it's got a bit of caffeine in it. And if I'm starting to flag towards the end, I'll go to this. It just gives you a little bit of a caffeine boost, just to kickstart you along the way. Would never take this at the beginning, because I think you can get your caffeine rush and then you have a come down from it, and the last thing you want is a come down in the middle of a race. If anything, you want to have one of these towards the end just to give you that boost to push you on through. I don't always take it. It's just if I'm going to be feeling a little bit low and I need something, a few more calories, bit of caffeine just to give me that boost, then I'll use that. And the SIS electrolytes. So my bladder in the back of my hydration pack is a 1.5 litre. So the 3 tablets. So it's 1 tablet for every 500 millilitres. So I'll fill that right up to the top, and that should last me for the duration of the race. But if I need to top up along the way, I can at the pit stops. I'm going to carry an empty bottle in one of the pouches at the front. So if for whatever reason I drink all my fluids from my reservoir in the back of my hydration pack, then I've got a bottle which is going to be easy to grab, easy to take. I can fill up at an aid station, and I can either carry that or drink it until it's gone and shove it back in, because there's no cups, they don't supply cups, so you've got to carry your own drinking vessels, if that makes sense, because it helps stop any litter, and it makes it easier on the organisers. anyway, so yeah, that's that side of things for the old fluid, and that's me pretty much done. That's my kit all sorted. Just a few little tweaks on the day just to see what the weather's going to be like. But as I say, it looks like to be cold and wet, so I think I'm probably going to be going for the warmer jacket with the waterproof shoved in the backpack in case it rains, or it is raining at the time. So that is my race kit. Now just to, as I say, relax for the rest of the day. It's just gone 3 o'clock, so a few more hours and then I'll have a nice big dinner. Pizza, wedges, garlic bread is on the menu, so some good carbs there, and that should be my race fuel. Breakfast in the morning, I'm just going to cook up. I'm not going to cook, I'm going to make some overnight oats before I go to bed, so that's breakfast all sorted, so I don't need to worry about that in the morning. And there'll be race day, so can't wait to get going now. I've done all the prep, so I shall see you tomorrow when I take on the Pilgrim Challenge. Laters.
Sing